Don't stop, turn it up. 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 Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We're going hard. Pour some more into my cup. Sparkling star. Crystal glitter all over.
Yes, baby. Y'all know what time it is. This is the SheEO Center Stage. I am your girl, your host, Angela A. Love Lewis. I'm so excited to be here. I need you guys to come on in, get ready, make sure you share this broadcast. Let somebody know we are on Center Stage. Like it. Make sure you tag somebody because y'all know we always have powerful women showing up, bringing you some information, dropping knowledge and gem and wisdom, all those good things to help you understand that it's all about the visibility. It's all about showcasing who you are and what you do. And tonight, I'm telling you, we just went a step further because we didn't just pull a female from the SheEO District to highlight and spotlight, but we actually have two members, the director as well as somebody else that is instrumental in the SheEO C.A.R.E.S group. We have them both here tonight. So listen, y'all get double trouble tonight, baby. They are going to come in and share with you what it's all about. SheEO C.A.R.E.S. I need y'all to come on in. Make sure you tag somebody, share this broadcast. When you get on, let us know where you're from. But tonight, we want to make sure that you find out what C.A.R.E.S is all about. So let's get this thing started. Let me tell you who you're getting ready to meet tonight. So our first person, the director of SheEO C.A.R.E.S is none other than Dior Luxe Queen Honey Bee Baby. Y'all know who this is. She's all over social media, honey, all up in Forbes. She is doing her thing. So I'm just going to read a little something about the Luxe Queen Honey Bee herself. She is the CEO of Truth Honey, which is an award-winning luxury honey brand that has been featured in Forbes magazine for its exclusive flavors and unique glass bottle design. Dior started Truth Honey due to the small number of urban beekeepers and the lack of honey variety, with the hopes of increasing the knowledge of agriculture and sustainability in the community. After starting Truth Honey, Dior realized there was a need to empower individuals to be healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. And because of this passion, it has pushed her to encourage people from all walks of life to take interest in their health and well-being while changing the way consumers view and consume honey. Truth Honey is an elegant line of pure and natural honey. Dior's commitment to luxury and excellence, makes her highly sought after for her expertise in luxury branding and marketing. Due to the way Dior revolutionized the honey industry, she has been coined a modern Madam C.J. Walker. Dior currently operates her luxury branding and marketing firm where her motto is, if your look is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to me. To love Luxe your brand. Dior currently has a dual master's in business administration, concentrated in mass communication through business management, and is a certified business coach in marketing and branding for entrepreneurs. Dior has received several awards, such as the SheEO Honors for Excellence in Health, the Woman of Honors Award, and one of the top 10 elite business women of 2023. Dior has been featured in Style Blueprint Atlanta, New York Times Union, Growth Women's Business Network magazine, and the Vera Show with Monica Kaufman Pearson. Not only is she a force and key influencer in business, she is also a community leader and activist. Dior is the founder of the Truth Honey Foundation and has been awarded the Blue Ribbon Award due to specializing in helping schools become STEAM certified and to create agriculture programs for students of all ages. Dior currently sits on the board of the I Am Father Foundation, where the goal is to strengthen families 1 mile at a time. She is a delegate chairman for the Atlanta Area Council and a member of the American Business Women Association in the Atlanta Charter Chapter and SheEO C.A.R.E.S director. All right, we got, hey, truth. Look, Luxe Queen Honey. Listen, I like the Luxe Queen better. The truth is all right. And I know you tell me, but listen, this is Luxe Queen Honeybee for me, baby.
Hey. I'm great. How are you?
Amazing. Regina, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you showing out and coming on. So share the broadcast. Let people know we are up in here with the one and only Dior Honey, Luxe Queen Honeybee, telling us about not just the honey tonight, baby. She's giving us the 411 on SheEO C.A.R.E.S, which she happens to director of. But Dior, I put so much in here, when we were talking about your bio, and I really believe that if you want to add a little something, because that was a robust bio. But what do you want them to know? Because I'm thinking we know about the honey, we know about Forbes, we know about how you're sitting on boards, but what made you decide that C.A.R.E.S was the place for you to be as far as becoming a director for SheEO?
That's a very good question, Angela. So, I came to the SheEO, of course, bringing anything that I could give to the ladies. And Kelly reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got something that's been heavy on my soul." When she say that, it's like, "Okay, girl, now what you got? What you got?" And so, she was just saying, "Hey, I think you should go into C.A.R.E.S." Now, mind you, my background is, of course, we shared this as a PK, and in my first marriage, I was a pastor's wife, so I'm not shy at all from being in the word of the Lord, praying and speaking over people, speaking and all of that. And so I was just like, okay, I had to sit on it for a minute because I'm like, God, I can't get away, can I? Look, you know how you try to keep doing it. But again, my ministry is in what I do. And if it's helping women, and if it's making sure that we can reach out and touch women just like we do in any other situation, then, I said, okay, I'll do it. And so here we are. I have a wonderful team. Everybody on the team is amazing. Even though all of them can be here, but listen, I have Denise, she's phenomenal. I have Katrina, I have Rev Pat, I got Jamaica. Look, I couldn't ask for a better team to rock SheEO C.A.R.E.S 2.0. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited of all the great things we have coming up. This is just going to be an amazing year.
Listen, I'm telling you that I don't think it could have been anybody better to come to take over the SheEO C.A.R.E.S because your personality, your energy, all the things that you do, you are always looking out for people and concerned about people, and you just bring the energy to help people want to, just feel better and show that you care. And then of course, us PK kids, we already have that down, what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just natural for us to want to make sure, people are good. And I think that, having SheEO C.A.R.E.S is really a great extension because, when you have a big organization like the SheEO District, people in there need something. They're going to need,
They
some
do.
TLC, right?
Yeah.
So can you share with everybody before we bring on your amazing team member? Can you share what CARE stands for?
So C.A.R.E.S stands for, hold on, let me get my notes. See how you put me on the side right there? Now I know people probably saying, this is, how does she not know what C.A.R.E.S stand for? Y'all know I got a million things going on. But and if I don't pull it up, then I'm gonna be saying what I feel it needs to say by itself. So it is. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Look, y'all.
That's fine.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, let me tell
Go ahead, darling.
No, I was gonna say while you're doing it, I would just want to shout out, the people that were coming through. Somebody said, hey, ladies, gorgeous, and they love the lip color. So we was gonna say thank you. We appreciate it. And somebody said, good evening, Queen. So y'all know when you don't live stream, y'all know who you are. We can't really say anything but hello, hey, how you doing? But we are so glad that you all are tuning in tonight. And so y'all know, again, I have the Luxe Queen Honeybee with me, who is the director of SheEO Cares. So we are really just giving you all an opportunity to understand that SheEO has a program for you, an initiative that is really helping you when you need something, whether it's prayer, whether it is, that you are in some type of, need, and you need to reach out to let us know. It's a beautiful thing when you have things in place to help people with that type of initiative. And so Dior, y'all know she is all over the place doing her thing. She is, honey, out in these streets representing the urban beekeepers. But on the other side, she's here in the SheEO District with her team, making sure that she takes care of the needs and letting people know that we're not here just to promote your business, but we want to make sure that you're holistically taken care of, in that manner as well. So let me go ahead and let's get ready to introduce your teammate. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let's see here who we got tonight, baby. It's none other than Mrs. Denise Henry. Denise,
Okay.
I'm super excited. Yes, Denise
Yes,
Henry.
I'm excited for her too.
She's
She
the
is
help.
such a phenomenal person. Oh my
Yes, she
goodness.
is. Yes, she is. I'm getting ready to read her bio for a minute. So, Denise
Okay.
Henry is the healthy mom life, is a big city girl who loves the comforts of Southern living. She started her journey in health and wellness as a student at Iowa State University, and more recently as a result of working through life challenges and her own health concerns. Denise is the mommy advocate, and she helps everyday moms rediscover their potential and get results in living and managing everyday life. She has the great opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom while pursuing her mompreneur endeavors that will bring freedom and healing to her community. Denise's interests include dancing, musical theater, crafting, and all things Hallmark. She has been married to her husband, Crandon, for 14 years, and together they raise a 7-year-old son, Caleb. Y'all help me welcome Denise Henry.
I think
Oh, come on through, honey. Yes. Hey,
Hello.
Denise. I
Hi.
love your pearls, girl. I'm loving
hey
your
girl.
pearls.
Hey, ladies. It's so good to see you guys. It's been so long. Oh my
I
God.
My
know
goodness.
it
It has
is.
been forever, ever. How is Colorado treating you?
Oh, Colorado is good. It has been good to us. It has been good to my family, has been good to me. I'm loving the mountain vibes. I'm loving the atmosphere. It's very freeing. And I must say, even with now being a part-time stay-at-home mom, being a back in the corporate world, it has definitely been a transition. It's been a good transition. It's been a hard transition, but it's been a fruitful transition as well. So all around the board, even with the challenges that we experienced last year, God is good. God is amazing, and He's still moving. So
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm looking over here because Regina first came on and said it's a blessing to have women who have a pure heart for people. Your fruits say it all. And that's so funny, Denise, because you just said that about fruits. But then she came back and said, baby, because I'm from Colorado too. So look at that, girl. Look at
yeah,
that.
Regina.
I love it. I love
Hey
it.
Regina.
So this is the beautiful thing, again. Oh, and they say they love your pearls, Denise. That's Latoya. Hey, Latoya.
Thank you, Latoya. I had to do a look. I had to, be on the game of Lux, Honeybee, and Miss A Love, honey. They be
Baby.
rocking.
You see, honey, the Lux Queen, honey, shows out all the time. So, Denise. But listen, let's just go back and say this, because again, we know that C.A.R.E.S is an initiative with the SheEO District that really taps into the people, in the community, Denise. And so, what would you say is the most rewarding thing for you being a part of this team?
I get to love on women. Women and children has always been a passion of mine. And I get to do it in a very practical way, a very simple way. It's not always about the pomp and circumstance a lot of times with us. It's literally getting in the trenches with the women who come to us with things that they have need of. And I'm able to, along with the other ladies, come and be able to, as much as possible, as close as possible, meet that need that they have. Sometimes it's direct and sometimes it's indirect. Sometimes it's just a, hey girl, how you doing? How's mother life? How's work life? How's just you life? And so that has been a very rewarding thing for me to do, just to say, hey, how are you doing? How's your week going? How's your month going? And through that, we get to build relationship. We get to build rapport with the ladies in the SheEO District.
Listen, I think that's really important, to build relationships, because bottom line, people get into groups all the time, and a lot of time the reason why, they're just sitting in there because they don't have anybody to help pull that relationship piece out.
Yeah.
And when you have someone who's specifically dedicated to really connecting, and not just connecting to you to talk about business, but really just to see how was your heart. My friend Monica G always says, when we talk, she's like, how was your heart? And so that keeps people from always saying, oh girl, I'm fine, I'm good. We get those little answers so quick, but a lot of times we're not good. We're going through some personal things in life, whether it's, struggles with our spouses, struggles with our children, struggles with our finances. It's so many things that go on. And so, somebody said pull from those relationships. I think it's just really powerful to have something set aside for it. And so I know, Dior, you said that there are other members of the team that aren't here, but together you all cohesively are able to tap into some other things, right?
Right. So I honestly could not have asked for a better team. Like, when I came, Piangela was doing a phenomenal job. And she's so, what I love about her is she's so soft spoken, and she's so dainty. And then here I come. I'm like, okay, ladies, I'm not that, but let me tell you, I'm straight to the point, but I really want to get out here and touch these women. And so each one of them, look, and I always like Denise, because Denise gonna keep me on my toes. She gonna make sure, hey, look, no, this is what we said, this is how we, and so I know that I could genuinely count on them, especially when we have a powerhouse like Reverend Pat. Like, she is so phenomenal. Like, she gonna tell us like it is. And then, with Katrina and Jamaica, Jamaica is just, she's so sweet, and she really wants to help everybody, every woman that she can. And Katrina, the same as well. And so, like, this C.A.R.E.S team and C.A.R.E.S 2.0 is very critical. And so as we go back to what C.A.R.E.S mean, we changed up the 2.0. So now I want to make sure that I say it correctly, and not, because I could paraphrase all day. But C.A.R.E.S is Christian Advocates Reassuring and Empowering Sisters. That is really critical, because a lot of times mothers, wives, just women in general need somebody to talk to. Again, we go through a lot. We put on that whole facade, and then some days we don't even know who we can break it down to and tell them, like, this is what's going on in our life, right? And then C.A.R.E.S 2.0, which is, kind of like part B, is community activism through do restoration, engagement, and services. I'm really big in the community. Denise is
Right.
big in the community in her area, so is Reverend Patton. So it's kind of like it only makes sense to do CARES 2.0, because now SheEO CARES is going to be a lot more visible. A lot of times, we could do online all day, but I believe in when we're touching them and we're there in front of them, whether it's in Colorado, whether it's in Texas, whether it's, Georgia, they actually see someone or the team from SheEO CARES. And so that is one of our goals this year, is to go out in each individual state, and then represent CARES.
Oh, that's awesome. And even more powerful, because we all know that at the end of the day, because we're online, you're going to get people from everywhere. It's not just in your city or your state. You have people all across the United States, and you may even have some from other countries. And so the beautiful thing is being able to bring people. You know how they say in the church, you may be apart, but it's kind of bringing you closer together.
Right.
And so that's the common thing that can connect everybody, is to know that somebody's there to listen to you when you need prayer. Because a lot of times, we get overwhelmed.
We
We
do.
have anxiety.
Absolutely.
We have a lot going on.
Yes.
And so, Denise, I know, because you specialize in moms, a lot of times, you wear multiple hats. Being a mom, sometimes it's easier to go to the job.
Yes.
But it's hard to be a mom when you're dealing with kids and dealing with the things that they go through. So can you speak a little bit about, how CARES can help mothers to, just deal with the everyday life and some of the things that they deal with trying to be a mom and an entrepreneur as well?
Oh, absolutely. So just to speak to the fact that I am in this entrepreneurial journey myself, just started the Healthy Mom Life a few years ago. Starting that up, having that idea is one thing, but starting it up and acting on it, that in and of itself can bring so much mommy guilt. It can bring a lot of just heaviness. What if it doesn't work out? What am I, how am I gonna, how is this actually benefiting my family? Those kind of things. And because it does, because it does take time, takes time to build a business, to build a brand, you have to be very mindful. You have to be very careful of your time. And sometimes I think with moms, because we have that nurturing spirit, because we have that loving spirit, we want to be there for everybody else. We tend to forget to take care of the person, to take care of the woman. And it's kind of along the lines of the saying that, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. I get that a little bit more now, because if the mom, if the woman, if the woman of the house is not okay, no one really else is okay, because she's the one that kind of just, keeps the machine moving a little bit more. No knock to men. They are awesome providers. Men, husbands, partners, etc. They are awesome. They have their role, and kudos to my husband. He can step in and take care of things when I'm not there. But if you look at it traditionally and just even historically, the woman, the mom, has always been there. And so to the women, to the mothers who are on this broadcast and who will listen to the replay, you need to take care of you first. And it's not saying that you're selfish. It's not saying that, oh, it's all about you, but we need you to be well, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. We need you there, because you have a special part. You have a key part in your household that only you can do and no one else can do. Yeah, we can get nannies, we can get babysitters. Of course, that's extra help, obviously, and we appreciate the help. But at the end of the day, you manage that household so well. You manage it so well that it's kind of hard for people to kind of come in and step in and do what you do.
Right.
And I think it's so important to look at our time and make sure that we are managing our time well. I am a firm believer of managing and not balancing, because honestly, for me, this is my philosophy, one thing or another in your life will take a little more precedence
Yeah.
At any given moment, whether it's your child who needs to go to the doctor, whether it's your business who has to handle a client who's not happy, or your spouse, and having that love time. And so I say, let's manage our time versus trying to balance our time so that we can be effective. And when we manage our time, when we know what's going on in our day, we're able to better handle the things that come along in our day, good, bad, and different.
Yeah.
Denise, you
Good.
better come on.
I know, right?
Listen. And you know what? I really want to shout that out because so many people always say, how can you balance? There's a question like, tell me, how do you balance your time? How do you do this?
Mhm.
But again, like you say, it's really not even about the balance. It's about managing.
Managing.
And that's really to go back to Tab when she was on here. She was like, if people want to talk about time, about how you can just balance your time between things, but again, you have to manage the
Manage
time
it.
that you have.
Yeah.
And I don't think we talk about that enough. And that is such a powerful nugget. If people can get it, then that right there changes the game, because a lot of times you're not going to be able to do a perfect balance. You can't put 50% over here and 50% over here. Some days it's going to be 20% and 60%. Some days it's going to be 10% and 75 and then another 35, whatever that looks like for you. But you're going to have to understand that as you deal with all the different things you deal with, you have to manage it and manage it well, but it starts with you taking care of yourself. So I love that you said that.
Absolutely.
And let me just put this little piece in here, because I'm going to get off and let you two ladies talk a little bit more and showcase C.A.R.E.S some more. But honey, Empress Chanel Bay was on here last week, and so she went ahead and just gave a shout out to you, Denise, and said she loves the pink and the pearls, baby. Style of pink.
Thank you.
Didn't I tell y'all that now?
Shout out. So listen, I'm going to bounce out of here because I want you all to really talk a little bit more about C.A.R.E.S, what C.A.R.E.S is doing, and the direction the C.A.R.E.S is going in, and how people can connect with you all through C.A.R.E.S.
Awesome.
Okay. Denise, you want to go or you want me to start?
I'll let you start, and I'll pick up
Okay, so
where you leave off.
Okay, that works. So I want everyone to know that we are currently opening up the prayer line, and it's going to be a 4-part process. So a lot of times when we start saying, hey, we need prayers, we are worried about if everybody's going to know our business. Nobody's going to know your business. However, with the C.A.R.E.S, it's going to be this. We want it to be very tangible because we want to let you know that we are here for you. It's going to start out with Reverend Pratt, and she's going to give this, she's going to find out what your needs are and really pray with you. And then from there, you're going to get touched from myself, Jamaica, Katrina, and Denise. And what we're going to do is we're going to send you words of motivation. We're going to make sure that we can pray with you in between that time. And we're going to consistently check in just to make sure that you are getting the things that you need, because, where 2 or 3 or more are joined, God is in the midst. And so we want to make sure that we're able to tear down that boundary that is causing whatever situation to have happen in your life. And so if we stay on it and we keep going, that that you have a support team here. And then of course we're going to do this new thing called Hidden Figures. I really, really like this. It was called In the Trenches, but we had to change it to a little bit more caring because it's Hidden Figures. And this is going to be where, because we are in separate states, that we're going to go into the hidden figures that are not so known. So like you have Salvation Army and all of these different other nonprofits that help the women, the kids, the men, but there's so many more out there that is working really, really hard that we just don't know about. And so we want to highlight those. And of course, this is going to be resources that you can use for in times of needs. So that is something that is really, really big that we're going to do. We also are going to do our 5K. So y'all know I like working out. I like getting out there, and I have all these women on my team. I know some be like, I'm not getting out there, but you can do something virtually too if you're not here to do it, whether it's walking, running, bicycling, any of those things. And so that is upcoming. And so I'm just really, really excited. I can't wait to get out into the community. I can't wait to have everybody on board. We're going to have a SheEO Day, C.A.R.E.S SheEO Day. It's just so many things. Denise, did I forget anything? I feel like I did, but help me out.
You've covered a lot of it. The only thing that the missing piece that you have in there that you missed was we are going to be having SheEO Care prayer experiences.
That's
So that is not
major. Yes.
yes.
Oh my God. Thank
So
you.
so not only will we be checking in on you and you sending us your prayer requests and doing check-ins, but we're going to have designated times throughout the year where we have what's called the prayer experience. And in
Yes.
that moment and in that time, that's
Mm,
our time to not only connect with you, but we're going to connect with many people around the globe. So we're
yeah.
going to invite worship leaders to come in and lead us in worship. We're going
Yeah.
to have an exciting time with that. It also entails having just a short, brief word of exhortation and encouragement. And then we're going to end with just prayer. We're going
Prayer.
to end with prayer. And that time is very dedicated to prayers that you will send in
Mhm.
specifically for that evening or for
Yeah.
that period of time. And we'll
Yes.
be praying those prayers that you send in. So I'm really excited about all the events that we have coming up this year. But that one specifically is going to be a powerhouse. We started it a little bit last year, but this year it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be focused
Yeah.
and targeted to the needs of the people that we are trying to reach. And that's you, SheEO woman.
Yeah.
That's every woman in who's an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur. That's every woman who
Yes.
needs a little bit more encouragement, a little more Jesus, okay? We
Right.
all could
Just a
use a little
little more
more Jesus,
Jesus.
okay?
You know what?
And so yeah, I'm excited. So let's do it, ladies.
And we also, oh, you know what else we forgot, Denise? We forgot to say that we're going to. So, a lot of times we have all these morning motivations that get us started through our day.
Yeah.
And so, what we decided was we didn't want to necessarily do a morning motivation because we have Reverend Pat that gets us fired up for the week. And
Yes,
so, we
indeed.
decided that we wanted to do an unwind or a sit down in the evening. Of a recap of our day with the SheEO Cares. And so, what this entails is a lot of times we are empowered through the day, but when we sit down and we relax, all those thoughts and all the busyness of the day, we need to sit down and sip a cup of tea and chat it out and just express how our day went and get some and get a refill. I like that. I like to get a refill.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, whether it's giving you words of inspiration, whether we have a favorite scripture or whatever it is, but we want to take that time and we want you guys to join in with us and just get a refill before you start your next day or your rest of your week. And so I'm excited about that. I'm
Oh
excited
yeah.
especially about that worship experience because you
Woo,
know we
woo,
got
woo.
some good stuff coming up with that. Like
Oh
so
yeah.
that is gonna
Absolutely.
we're gonna command the atmosphere. Y'all know I love to command the atmosphere. We all are gonna command the atmosphere. Ooh, Denise
Yes.
got some good people coming in.
Yes.
We are really, really, really excited.
So I just want to put a shameless plug out, just,
Okay, okay, go
So
ahead.
if any SheEO person has any connections to individuals who are in the worship world,
Yeah,
who are worship leaders, we would love for you to send those recommendations to
yeah,
us. Okay.
yes.
Send those recommendations. We're putting together these experiences, and we just don't want any old body to come
No,
and lead us into worship. We need
no, we
someone
don't.
who can help us enter in the atmosphere
Yes,
and touch the heavenlies. Okay. So if
yes,
you know of a person, woman, man, group, duo, whatever, send us their information so we can reach out to them. Okay. Can you do that for us, ladies?
yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
so, so yes, so reach out to us. SheEO Cares is back at it. We will be posting our inspirational quotes. You know, Denise got some great ones. Look, I always say that Denise in Jamaica be coming up with them, and I'm so excited about them. We don't want to overwhelm you, but we want to consume you and make sure that you are getting the things that you need with SheEO Cares.
Oh my gosh, I loved how you said that. Not overwhelm, but consume.
That's
Just
it.
like the consuming fire of God.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it.
Boom, did you hear that? Listen,
Yes. I
they on
caught that.
fire tonight, honey. I'm talking
I
about,
caught
look,
that.
letting people know.
Consuming fire.
Look,
I try to do a little something, you know.
little something, you know. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it's so important. And, you know, I see people saying, Marie said, you know, just it's so many exciting adventures that you guys have put together. And Marie put in here, Barbara Bond Gentry is a phenomenal first lady. So that is somebody that you all can reach out to. We have a group of women all over. And when you start really letting people know that I see you, I hear you, and I'm concerned about you enough. I care enough that I want you to have the very best experience that you can possibly have. And not just like you said in business, but also, you know, spiritually, and also tapping into, you know, just all the other things that go along with making us women. And so being able to have these affirmations, these words of encouragement, because trust me, baby, I know Denise, honey. Denise used to send me stuff, so I know she got good words for us, honey. She's gonna
Go get you together.
Baby, help you get your whole life together. So listen, I'm looking forward to that. I am, and I already know Reverend Pat brings the word in the mornings. If you have
absolutely,
listen,
absolutely,
she is absolutely phenomenal. She comes in, she breaks that word down, but baby, she does it straight with no chaser. So don't come in here because it ain't the patty cake that you be want to hear. You know how we be sitting on the pews and they might be talking about prosperity, and I ain't saying God don't want us to prosper, because he do. But
yes, he does.
She gonna break it down.
Baby, yeah, we ain't doing all that. Look, she gonna make sure. Look, we're going up, not down. So just make sure you tap in and get together, baby. Look. Yeah, she's gonna help you get it all the way together. Tap into her though, right? When you say SheEO Cares, that is part of SheEO Cares, is bringing you content that really lets you know. Because if you're talking about soul driven, then we got to really make sure that we put something out there that helps that, and that right there covers it. And again, just a program and the different things that you all have, being active in the community, letting people know, that's what's important. And for those of you who are in here, honey, that have been tapping in and commenting and things, y'all know how we do. We throw out a little gift for you at the end now, so make sure you stay here, because I might be calling your name and I don't want to call you and you done went on the kitchen and something to eat or drink or something and missed out. I need y'all to stay tuned to the very end, right? So make sure you do that. But listen, this has been such a powerful thing, because again, when you're talking about CARES and just talking about different initiatives, you know, it's nothing like having women who are looking for something beyond, because everybody needs something. And some women, you know, are really not business oriented. You know, they don't want to be entrepreneurs.
Right.
You want to have something for them too. And so I think it's just beautiful that you tap into the community and let people know. So what is it that you would like people to know when it comes down to them becoming a part of CARES?
Okay. So, and Denise, you know, you always you help me if I miss something.
I got you.
When we come to CARES, we want people to understand that this is a safe place. This is a personal space. This is a space that we are going to genuinely love you, genuinely build you all the way back up. You know how we talk about Reverend Pat, get you all the way together. We're going to get you together, and we're going to pray for you, and we're going to just push you to your next greatest level. I always think about Jamaica, because again, she's a powerhouse as well. You know, everybody on the CARES team is so unique in their own special way that we all fit together. And so we want to empower the women to be great, to be greater, because as Kelly said, it already lies within you. We just have to get it out there so it can be seen. And so that's kind of it in a nutshell. And it's no judgment, right? Like somebody said, no judgment zone. We don't judge anybody, because guess what? Let me just say this, okay? Everybody got some in their closet that they can't even be talking about the next person, okay? From me all the way down, okay? So at the end of the day, we're not here to judge anybody. We're here to collectively grow and win together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, honey. Because listen, the Bible says Jesus got down and wrote down in the thing and was like, let him who has what is it, cast the first stone. If you
Oh, yeah,
sinless, then
yeah,
you throw the stone.
yeah.
So he was probably writing in there. He was probably writing down, like, they get on my nerves with this foolishness. Because see, it's not about judging anybody. And I think Kelly put in here, it's okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
It's okay. And no judgment on. And yes, the enemy's biggest device is isolation, and that's so true. And that's what C.A.R.E.S really kind of helps with that. So if you find yourself in a position where you feel like, nobody loves me, nobody cares, nobody, yes, it is. It's a group of people here who are dedicated, and they are setting aside time to reach out and make sure that somebody cares about you. Somebody knows that you need to be here, and we don't care what it's about. We don't care, what your situation is, because again, we've all done something. We've all been through some things.
Yeah.
I'm still going
still. Until you close your eyes and can't open them up again, you're
gonna keep doing something.
We'll keep on doing something, baby. So listen, don't beat yourself up over that. Right. But the beautiful thing is to have a initiative where people understand that, I can at least go to these ladies. I can at least pour my heart out, and I know that they're not going to judge me. Right. Kelly said your business won't be at its best if you are mentally, emotionally, or spiritually off. Right. And that is so true. Like Denise said, our role as women, whether you're a mother, whether you're a wife, or whether you're just a single woman, somebody is out there depending on you to be the end all to be all for them. They're depending on you to show up. They're depending on seeing you. It's something about the way you laugh, or the way you break something down, or just how you show up, or just how you dress as an inspiration, or they can influence and impact people. And so don't ever take for granted that nobody cares, because somebody does. Somebody does. Somebody does.
I mean, and you know what? And at the end of the day, I wanted to go back to, I think we were saying we were embarrassed about our past or something that we've done. But I've learned that regardless of what it is, we always ask the Lord to forgive us for our sins, and even the ones that we know not of. So now you're covering yourself from head to toe, even the ones that, because sometimes we can think these things and it can be a negative thought. And then now all of a sudden, okay, God's like, no. So it doesn't matter. Don't let the devil trick your mind into thinking that nobody is there. See, that's the trick of the enemy. You remember I talked about those stinking thinking disorders, right? STD. That's what the devil wants to do. He wants to, first of all, if it hits the mind, then the mind go into the spirit man, and then in the spirit man, it comes out your mouth, right? And so now you done spoke this negative stuff over your life. And so that's what we got to learn, to be mindful of our words, right? And so if we say nobody cared, then the devil's going to keep on, working on it. And then all of a sudden, okay, nobody cares. But when we start saying, I know that we have people that care, we have people that's going to pray, just go to that person. Even if you don't want to go through the prayer line, you can reach out to each one of us individually, and we will be there for you. We don't even have to put it out there, but we will come collectively and pray for you. Like I say, we don't want to overwhelm you, but we will consume you with the love of C.A.R.E.S.
Come on, baby, and consume with the love of C.A.R.E.S. And listen, Kelly said, don't hide behind your business. And a lot of times we do, and again, ladies, it's okay to stop saying when somebody says, how are you? Mine should not always come out if that's not where you're at. Every now and then you may say, you know what, today is a challenging day for me, but I'm going to press through. Or you know what, today's not a good day. Just keep me in prayer. Or, maybe check on me at noontime and just make sure, I'm still moving and going through. Whatever it is, but ask for help. There's no weakness in that. See, a lot of time we think it's weakness. It's not weakness. And as a matter of fact, that's strength. It's strength to ask for help, because the average person who can't ask for it or won't ask for it, that's a burden on them. So when you're strong, you're able to say, you know what, I need some help, baby. Because listen, right about now, I could really choke the mess out of somebody. Or right about now, I want to just go to sleep and I don't want to wake back up. Whatever your thing is, it can be from one extreme to the other. Right now, I want to smack the piss out of somebody because I'm tired of going up on this job getting disrespected. Whatever your thing is, people go from
0 to 100,
anger, huge amount of sadness. It can be all in between, or just to a blanket. I just don't give a doggone. Period.
Right.
You know, and so whatever part of the spectrum you find yourself on, reach out. This is what they're here for. Reach out because somebody said, girl, y'all know, honey, you got to come from behind the mask, like Latoya said, and you got to be mindful of what you speak and who you tell. And that's why you have a great organization with the C.A.R.E.S team, because I'm telling y'all, they've been in the game for a minute and they have been dealing with things. And when I tell y'all, even though I'm on here with the SheEO Center stage, I don't know if y'all calling to tell them something, baby, I don't know. We don't hear about that. Kelly, you know, we don't know what's going on then it comes to the C.A.R.E.S team. You know what I'm saying? So understand that this is a safe space. You don't have to worry about people knowing your business, looking at you. And if I'm looking at you, girl, don't think, oh, girl, they must have told her, because they didn't. Anybody said nothing. I might be looking at you, girl, because I'm thinking about what I'm getting ready to eat at this brunch. So speaking of, segue into the brunch, because I'm telling y'all, we have the brunch getting ready to come up. The date is going to be April the 29th. And if you have not attended a SheEO brunch, listen, it is the place to be. Tickets for early bird tickets go on sale this Friday. So we're going to cut to this commercial real quick and then come back. And I got one more questions for the ladies before we end the broadcast. So let's listen to it.
We profitable up in here? Is your business gonna do good things this year? Okay, now I think y'all ready. I think you're ready. Here we go. We're gonna raise our glasses up to the roof. And this is what we're gonna say. All right, here we go. We're gonna say, and we're gonna declare it in the atmosphere. Are you ready? I think we're ready. I want y'all to say, my business will be profitable. My business will be profitable. Hold on, we're going to say it like we mean it. So let me put this down. My business will be profitable. My business will be profitable. Everything I touch, we will win. Everything I touch will flourish. I am what God says I am. Hey, let me tell you, when we get to the end, I want you to make some noise from the very pits of your belly. All right? I can do what God said I can do. Hey, my business is going to do what God said He can do. We're going to stay right there for a minute. My business is going to do what God said we can do. Okay, now here we go. We're going to write the vision, and we're going to make it plain, and we're going to declare it, because I believe in setting the atmosphere. Are you ready to set the atmosphere? Okay, y'all a little ready. Are you ready to set the atmosphere? Hey. So when we set the atmosphere, put them drinks down, because I don't think y'all need, we'll toast afterwards. When you set the atmosphere.
Yeah, baby, did y'all hear that voice was like, when you set the atmosphere, baby.
You be making me work.
Did y'all hear that, honey? Listen, that's the Luxe Queen herself, honey, hyping them up, baby. Tell them to put their glasses in the air and claim it. My business will be profitable. Listen.
That's right, though.
And before you go to bed, if you got a business, listen, say it every night when you go to bed, every morning when you wake up, all throughout the day, because you have what you say. And I'm telling you, affirmations are so powerful. Dior, because we're on center stage, you know, it's all about the visibility. How important is visibility, even when we're talking about an initiative like C.A.R.E.S?
Right. So visibility is like, you know, it's critical, because again, and you know, I also tell my clients this, I tell everybody this really, even if you don't have a business, even if you're branded, even if it's something that you need the people to understand or see or know, you have to speak about it. You have to talk about it. You have to write about it. You have to advertise. Because if we don't advertise and if we don't talk about it, if we don't write about it, how they gonna know? How would anybody know that you are who you say you are? How would anybody know that we are cares if we don't walk in it, if we don't live it, if we don't speak it? So it's really, really critical about visibility. I mean, I am so big on it. Every time I walk out, you're gonna know that I gotta be somewhere on me or something. It's something, but it is very critical to be confident in knowing who you are and what your worth is and what you do. So whether it's cares, whether it's center stage, whether it's anything, it is critical. So be confident in knowing who you are, because if you don't believe in it yourself, nobody else is going to believe in it. So that's what I got.
Listen, that is what I'm talking about. And so let's segue into the fact that if you are someone who needs something that C.A.R.E.S has to offer, whether it's prayer, whether it's encouragement, empowerment, whatever it looks like, make sure you submit a request. So that way, they can go ahead and, reach out to you and connect. And Dior, I believe, yes, there it goes. Go to the SheEODistrict.com/cares.
Yes.
Please submit it so that way they can reach out. Dior, you can talk a little bit about that. Piece.
Yeah. So again, when you and I'm glad we touched that, because there's some other things that I want to say about that too. So when you send your request in, please make sure that it's very detailed, because again, we go back to writing that vision and making it plain. And so when it's detailed, even if you didn't want to speak to somebody, it's detailed enough that we are going to call you. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. I know you may not want to talk, but we're going to talk, because we got to talk that thing out and pray it out, right? And so sometimes with the C.A.R.E.S, and what I love this about them was, and this is even before I joined C.A.R.E.S, like I was going through something, I don't know what, something I was going through anyway. I had a call from Jamaica, Denise, and somebody else. And so at the moment I was in the car, and so she said, "Hey, I'm calling. This is I think it was Denise. It was Jamaica, one or two. I'm calling from C.A.R.E.S, and I wanted to pray with you." So in my mind, I had to stop what I was doing, because I knew deep down inside I needed prayer. And sometimes, because we are the C.A.R.E.S team and you are on our Facebook group or things, we may sometimes see something and then reach out to you and pray for you as well. So don't be alarmed if we are seeing something and you're posting something and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, they might need some prayer. We're going to reach out to you and just say a prayer, whether it's dropping it in your inbox, or if we have your phone number, we're going to send something to you. Just know that that's how visible we are. That's how we are watching everything when it comes to the empowerment of your life and the betterment of your life. So we will do that. Okay. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes people reach out to me and say, "Oh, I was just thinking about you today." And that meant a whole lot, because I was going through a lot through that day and they didn't even know, but that's how God works.
That's how God works. So make sure that you submit your request. Go to the SheEODistrict.com/cares. Now we're going to segue over into, baby, who's been the hypest, who's been the person up in the group who has been engaging with us tonight. I'm telling y'all, drum roll, please, because the recipient of the Engaged Viewer Award or giveaway is none other than Latoya Jackson.
Latoya Jackson.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Latoya, you got to comment now that you were still here in order for us to make sure that you get your gift. So yes, come on, Toya. She just said she's thanks for that, Dior, because she had gotten away from advertising her business. So Latoya, I hope this wasn't the time that you decided to go on and do something different, because we need you to say you still here. We need you to say you're still here. And while we're waiting on Latoya to come back, let me also say that for SheEO Center Stage, anybody who is looking to get your business together, to be visible, to tell people who you are and what you do, this is an opportune time. You have time to not only have you and I dialogue, but you have opportunity to come on by yourself to really showcase your product, or even give more details about your service. That's right, Toya. I'm here,
I'm here,
Queens. Yes.
Queen.
Listen, Toya said, I ain't missing out on mine, baby. So, Toya, you are the recipient. Thank you so much for engaging with us tonight. That engagement, I'm telling y'all, makes the difference. It makes the broadcast go better when we know that you guys are in tune and just making those comments, and you've said some great things as well. So thank you so much for that. And I will send you information on how to get your gift. But yes, it has been really powerful having SheEO center stage, and we've had just some amazing women, these last since the beginning of the year, and even a little bit before. And so, this having C.A.R.E.S on here, I know it's an initiative, and I know it's with the SheEO District, but it's just powerful when you hear that women are here supporting women in multiple ways. And sometimes, like Dior says, maybe you're posting something and maybe you never said anything, but somebody just can tell something seems a little bit different. Something seems a little bit off. That's the power that God will send somebody to check on you. And I'm telling you, C.A.R.E.S really, was there for me and reached out. I had several deaths in the family last year, kind of back to back to back. I had like 3, within a 90-day period. And they reached out, and let me know they were here for me. So I tell you, it's so important. Sometimes when you think, you're going through something or you're all alone and have somebody reach out, that is such a beautiful feeling. And so LaToya said, you all are welcome. Thank you for the great information shared tonight. I love the sisterhood and SheEO. So LaToya, we appreciate you. And before we get off of here, Dior, is there anything that you want to share with anyone before we end up the night?
Right. So before I say this, I want you guys to also keep the members of the SheEO C.A.R.E.S team lifted up in prayer. We have had several things to happen, and so we just kind of pray for us as we pray for you. But also just remember that C.A.R.E.S team is not going to overwhelm you, but we will consume you with our love. And we are so excited what this year upholds. Remember, be confident in who you are and what you do. Be the leading expert in whatever field you are in, and trust God to know that He is going to make it happen. Don't just put the paper and say, okay, this is my vision. You have to write it. You have to speak it. You have to claim it, and you have to walk in it. That's all I got for y'all now. I can go home.
Claim it and walk in it, baby. Look, then you got to do it all, honey, to make sure that honey, to bring the vision to pass. So you have heard it from the Luxe Queen Honeybee herself. And I'm telling you guys, please make sure if you want to be a part of Center Stage, go to the SheEODistrict.com, go to programs, select Center Stage, and then fill out the information so that you can be on Center Stage, featured on a Monday night as well. Listen, next week coming up, we also have a special person, honey, none other than Miss Jeria Sharkey. Yes, Jeria. I love it. I love it. She is going to be on, telling about her business and what she does. And if y'all know, honey, to know Miss Jeria is to love her. Yeah. So please come on. I know she's going to be dropping some nuggets as well. And let me see. Somebody said, yes, be confident in what you do and who you are. Walk in your confidence. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, I love it. I love it. And y'all know Dior, honey, represents that well. So we want to make sure. And I tell you, when you find people who can, when you tap into C.A.R.E.S and get loved on, it's going to give you the confidence to get through anything that you have going on in your life. So listen, I'm super excited. Again, we have come to the end of the broadcast. I just want to shout out that for those of you who may not know, myself and for the ladies, we are the Fab Five. So we are on the Empowered Morning Show. And it happens inside my group, the Empowered, I Am a Woman Empowered. However, we are getting ready to grace the SheEO District, baby. So next week, starting next Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, you will catch us live here in the SheEO District, baby. The Fab Five and the Empowered Morning Show. We are coming to help you get plugged in, baby, and become empowered. And then directly after our show, you will hear from Brother Pat. So listen, you get a double dose in the morning.
That's gonna be good.
Baby, a double dose in the morning. So honey, if your day is not right after that, baby, I don't know what to do for you. Send a request in the CARES and let us on the back end, baby. Because listen, we is knocking out the box in the morning. So yes, but listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in, Dior. Thank you so much for showing up, being fabulous. I didn't already commenting about the queen earrings. Come about to give me some queen earrings so I can be here. I get you too, baby. Listen, yes. Gotta get my crown and my queen earrings too, honey. Yes, but listen, go join the I Am a Woman Empowered group.
Yeah.
We are sisters in our businesses, in our organizations, in our life, in our circles. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing that I want y'all to understand, that when you are doing what you do, it's not a competition. It's all about collaborating, and it's all about encouraging each other. And when you're together, you want to see each other win. So listen, thank you so much. I guess that's Latoya. Yes, love the empowerment. Angela Lewis and Kelly A. Barnes. We love you too. Latoya has her group. It's called Women of Peace. So make sure you go and check her out as well, because she's doing amazing things in that group as well. They are getting ready to launch their anthology. So listen, honey, we got people up in this group doing big things, baby. Y'all know Dior was hobnobbing with the
you did
with the elite over the weekend, baby. So that's just how we do. So listen. I send a request in and then ask her to drop her some secrets up in there too. So she gonna give it to you. She like to share. Yes, come on, honey, baby. Listen, when I tell you, baby, honey, our engineer be doing the thing. Go join.
Okay, she put them all in.
Listen, hey, our engineer, baby, is showing out in the background, baby. Listen, one day we're gonna have her come on out and take a bow so you can see.
Okay, so you can see who he is.
Acting like a Wizard of Oz, baby, honey, making it all possible behind the scenes. Y'all know, listen, a genie in the bottle, honey. Your wish is our command. I love it. But that's only here in the SheEO District.
That's right. That's right.
On Center Stage. So listen, y'all, we're gonna get out of here because we have went slightly over time. But listen. Hey, it is what it is. When you're having fun, look, that's what happens. So listen, we appreciate you, and we'll see you back again next Monday night. Follow us for Miss Jaria. Bring some people into the group. If you haven't invited anybody recently, invite them to the SheEO District. I'm telling y'all, it's something for everybody to grow, expand, personally develop, and then tap into business. If you want to be successful, whether you have an idea, whether you've been in for a short period of time, or whether you've been in for a minute, you're just not profitable like you want to be, we are going to help you get it all the way together, baby. All right, y'all. Take care, honey. Have a good night. And listen, having a magnificent Tuesday, because it's coming up, honey, in the morning. Yes.
Bye.
Things happen, right? This is 2023, baby. We are unapologetically showing up, running our business, living our lives, and we are SheEO Center Stage. Miss Lene, tell us, honey, about these whoopie pies and how you got started in the business.
Wow, that is a short but long story. I actually started baking at 6. Hello, everyone. I am Renee Lene Mitchell, and the owner and chef of Lene's Whoopie Pies and Pastries.
Hey, ladies, have you heard about the SheEO Center Stage? If you have not, then please go to the page, check out some of our recent broadcasts, and then go to the SheEODistrict.com, click on programs, go to SheEO Center Stage, and then register so that we can showcase you on the center stage. That's right. It's an opportunity for you to get increased visibility for your business. And not only that, you establish your credibility in your chosen niche, and you promote your products and your services. You let people know who you are, and it's just going to change the game and help your bottom line altogether. And that's what it's all about, positioning yourself and your business to be seen by the masses. So listen, go ahead, sign up, register now so that I can be talking to you on Monday nights on the SheEO Center Stage. I will see you there. Welcome to Center Stage.